Hello and welcome. Today we're going to dive into one single really powerful statement from the Islamic scholar Molana Tariq Jameel, and it's a statement that makes a shocking comparison. It basically equates a specific kind of financial deal with the act of murder. So let's unpack what's really going on here.
Okay, so here's the statement, and here's the translation. Brothers, the most severe punishment, the most severe anger of Allah, the most severe grasp of Allah is coming for two men, one who consumes interest and one who murders. Whoa. I mean, that is an incredibly intense proclamation, right? It puts a financial act on the exact same moral level as a violent one. So what's the deeper meaning here?
All right, first, let's just focus on the sheer weight of the consequences he's describing. He doesn't just say it's bad. He uses this powerful repetition to really drill home how serious this warning is. He actually builds the intensity in three distinct steps.
So he kicks things off with the ultimate negative outcome, the most severe punishment. That immediately sets the tone. We're not talking about a slap on the wrist here. This is the highest possible penalty imaginable.
But then he dials it up a notch. He frames it as a matter of divine anger. So this isn't just about breaking some rule and getting in trouble. No, this is about provoking the most extreme form of divine wrath. It's personal.
And he caps off this triple warning with this image of the most severe grasp. It gives you this sense of complete finality, you know? Like there's absolutely no escaping it. This judgment is final. Okay, so after laying out this incredibly dire warning, he gets really specific. He says this fate, this ultimate punishment, is reserved for just two types of people. So, who are they?
So the first one, well, this is a crime that pretty much everyone, everywhere agrees is one of the worst things a person can do.
Yep, murder. The act of deliberately taking another person's life. It's the ultimate physical harm you can inflict on someone. So seeing this on a list of the worst possible sins, no surprise there, right? That makes total sense to all of us. All right, now for the second person. And this is where it might get a little more surprising, maybe even confusing for a lot of people, because it's put right next to a murderer.
The speaker is talking about the one who consumes sood, which we know as interest. The technical term for it is riba. Now, in the framework of Islamic finance, riba isn't just a simple fee for a loan. It's seen as something that is fundamentally exploitative. Think about it. It lets the lender make a guaranteed, risk-free profit from someone else's need, while the person borrowing the money takes on all the risk. You're basically creating wealth from debt, often at the expense of people who are already struggling.
And this brings us right to the heart of it, to the big question that's probably on your mind right now. Why are these two things put on the same level? How can a financial transaction possibly be seen as morally equal to taking a human life?
Okay, look at how this breaks it down. A murderer causes direct, physical harm that ends a single life. It's clear, it's final. But from this perspective, the harm caused by the interest taker is systemic. It's economic. It might not end a life instantly, but it can destabilize many, many lives by trapping families or even whole communities in a crushing cycle of debt that they can never escape, a cycle that can last for generations.
So let's go a bit deeper, because the answer really reveals the core ethical thinking behind this statement. This isn't just about a rule about money. It's about the outcome of that action on the entire society.
So what is the real message here? By putting these two things side by side, it's forcing us to look beyond the obvious, individual acts of violence, and to think about other, quieter forms of destruction that can cripple a society from the inside out. So when you boil it all down, the argument is this. Systematically causing widespread economic ruin, despair, and hardship is a destructive force that's on par with taking a human life. One act destroys a person's body, the other, from this perspective, destroys the very fabric of a community and steals the future from families within it. It elevates the idea of economic justice to a level of ultimate moral importance. And this leaves us with a really provocative thought to chew on. By placing these two acts side by side, the statement really makes you think about our own world, doesn't it? What do we consider the most destructive forces? And where do the greatest threats to our communities truly lie? Is it just in acts of individual violence, or could it also be in systems of economic harm? It's something worth thinking about.